Hello, this is Lee. Nope, I'm not live. You're
It
live.
says live. It does say live. There you are. You're live again.
I saw it, but then I switched over, and now it's just a picture again of me.
Before it said when you were frozen off air. Now it says live on mine. There's a frozen image of you, but the word live appears in the top right-hand
I
corner.
know. Normally, it's like an absolutely it's a live image of me. I mean, it is broadcasting right now, but it's not working. Okay, that's weird. I'm sure the voices are being recorded, but let me just see what's going on with my cameraman.
Now you're live, moving.
Yeah, I see you. Now let me move to me. Okay, now I'm alive. Okay, here we go. Hello, my name is Lee, and this is The Right Career. We have Bernard Percy from Los Angeles joining us. Hello, Bernard.
Hey Lee, well I am from Brooklyn, but I live in Los Angeles, but I'm from Brooklyn, as you know that very well.
Excellent. All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the right career. We're going to talk about helping people find and choose the right career. So let's start. We're going to do a PowerPoint presentation, and we'll walk people through.
Great. One of the big questions and issues I find anywhere I travel, and I travel all over the world, I've traveled close to 2 million miles now, is what is the right career choice to make? What do I really want to do with my life? What's the vision I have for what I want to accomplish? And there are so many options out there. What's the one that's right for you? Kaylee, we go to the next one. Now, so how do you feel about your current educational career path? See, let's take a look at this. We're at point A. We all want to get to point B. And what's point B? The ideal. I love what I'm doing. I love my work. I love my studies. But then maybe we hit some barriers. Okay. And what happens when we hit some barriers? Well, things change. And one of the main barriers is, what is my ideal? What do I really, truly want to do that will bring me the happiness, fulfillment, and self-respect I want? So you're not getting to B, or you're not at B. What happens? You go to the next place. You'll go to C. And what's C? C is, okay, it's all right. Could be better, could be worse. Some days I like, other days I don't like. It's not B, it's C. You know, and most people will tell me they're at C. And maybe you hit some other barriers at C. And then what happens? You go to D. And what's D? I am dissatisfied, unhappy, and I know the quality of my life is not where it should be. So how do you feel about your place right now in terms of your educational career choice that you make? Are you at B, the ideal, you love it? Are you at C, some days are better than others, and D, why am I doing what I'm doing? Well, that's for you to decide. Okay, Lee, let's go to the next one. This is an image of, on the lower, if you look at the screen, there's a rugby players, and right below that, on the left, you see Daniel Patrick. He was a rugby player. When he did the Foundations of program, and he realized what his real purpose was, he said, "Wait a minute, I don't want to be a rugby player. I want to be a fashion designer." Right now, 8 years later, his fashions are being worn by major celebrities all over the world. He completely changed his direction in life when he understood his purpose and his other things that he has to know about himself to help him be at B. So what do you have to know to be at B? Okay, Lee? There are 3 key success factors. And how well do you know these about yourself is majorly important to make the right choice. Here's the word talent. It's an ability to do something well that can be developed into a greater skill. Many people go into a career path only because they have talent and they figure, I should really do it, I'm good at that. And then there's personality. It's like what you love, what you value, what's important to you. Okay, it's a lifestyle you want to lead. Okay, and many people choose something because they think it's a lifestyle they want, or, oh, it's important. I got to do a job just for money. And so that's personality. And now we come to the third success factor, and probably the most important of the three, the purpose, your purposes. What do you really want to do? The reason why you're doing what you're doing is what we call a purpose. So where is your ideal job, your B? It's right there in the center, where you have the talent, the personality, and purposes for what you're doing. Most people will be either a talent or maybe personality, some at purpose. Many may be talent and personality, but not purposes. Maybe personality and talent, not purposes. Maybe talent, purposes, but not personality. You got it. You have to really know these three things about yourself to know how to make the right choice, and most people do not know that. Kaylee? So let's look at talent for a moment. How many of you ever sat down to write out what your talents are? A talent is your natural ability to do things well that can be developed into a greater skill. There are three reasons why people don't know their talents. Number one, and Lee can tell you he's one of these guys, Lee. Remember what your viewpoint was?
Yep, that talents were either musical or art.
Those are people with talent, many people believe. But that's only one kind of talent. Music or art or sports. Okay, that's one kind. What's your natural ability to do something well? The second reason why people don't know their talents and don't validate their talents is, well, I'm good at this, but I'm not as good as somebody who's really good, a real major success at it. So I guess I don't have any talent. But a talent is something you do well that can be developed into a greater skill. And the third and probably most important is that what you do easily and naturally you don't consider to be a talent. I worked with one young man. I said, what are you good at? He said, nothing. I said, well, what are your talents? I don't have any. Take a look again. What are you really good at? Well, I'm good at video games, but I have no talent. I said, well, tell me, what talents help you be good at video games? And he goes, I have good eye-hand coordination, good speed of reaction time. I said, great. Aren't those talents, abilities? Oh, yeah. And what other talents help you? And he thinks, and he thinks, and he goes, takes a deep breath. I can predict what's going to happen before it happens. I observe the game so well, which is a talent to observe well. I can understand what the next actions are going to be based on what I remember from earlier actions, which is use of your memory and applying what you learned in the past to the present, another talent. And he says, I can predict what's going to happen before it happens. He was amazed. He never realized what a talent that was. And that ability to predict when something's going to happen before it happens can be used in many areas of life. Have you ever sat down to really honestly look at your talents? Do you have the true talents needed to become brilliant at the work you're doing? Okay, or where are your talents that will enable you to be brilliant at doing what? Okay, let's go on to the next screen, Lee. Personality, and we define that as the totality of somebody's attitudes, interests, behavioral patterns, emotional responses, social roles, and other individual traits that endure over long periods of time. In the center is a photo of my mother-in-law, who at that picture was 90 years old, still working 50 hours a week. She loved her job. She was a funeral home director. She owned a funeral home. So she didn't necessarily like working with dead bodies, but she's everybody's mom. She had the perfect personality. She was empathetic. She was caring. She was concerned to help people who were really having a major loss in their lives. She had the perfect personality for that. And there are a couple of other pictures here, Lee. Like, what's the personality of this young lady? Determined, strong-willed. Yes, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to work hard. Nothing's going to stop me. Next one, Lee. This is a young man you're about to see who's like a rebel. I mean, this is what I'm going to do. How I'm going to do it this way. I don't care what other people say. Would you like this guy to be your accountant or your dentist? I don't know. And this next image, the screen went blankly. Lee, I just have a black screen.
The picture of the the kitten looking in a mirror and seeing a lion. Call?
Still off. There we go.
I see you.
No, I just see
On
you.
the broadcast, and we'll take a look at it.